When you engage in actual fighting, if victory is long in coming, then men's weapons will grow dull, and their ardor will be damped. In this passage, Sun Tzu underscores the psychological and practical challenges of prolonged conflict, both on the battlefield and in the boardroom. He warns that as a battle drags on, the morale and effectiveness of the combatants will inevitably decline, making victory more elusive and costly. This insight is particularly relevant in the context of modern business, where companies often find themselves engaged in protracted struggles for market dominance, technological supremacy, or talent acquisition. Whether it's a lengthy sales cycle, a complex product development process, or a bitter corporate takeover battle, these drawn-out conflicts can take a heavy toll on the organizations and individuals involved. At a practical level, prolonged engagements can drain resources, disrupt operations, and divert attention from core business objectives. Just as soldiers, weapons grow dull from overuse. A company's competitive edge can be blunted by the constant grind of an extended campaign. Resources that could be invested in innovation, growth, or customer service are instead consumed by the demands of the conflict, leaving the organization weakened and vulnerable. But perhaps even more damaging is the psychological impact of a long, inconclusive struggle. As Sun Tzu notes, the ardor of the combatants, their enthusiasm, motivation, and commitment will inevitably be damped by the frustrations and setbacks of a prolonged fight. Employees may become demoralized, customers may lose faith, and stakeholders may grow impatient, putting pressure on leaders to abandon the campaign or accept an unfavorable settlement. Consider, for example, a startup that has been locked in a lengthy and expensive legal battle with a larger, more established rival. As the months drag on with no clear resolution in sight, the startup's founders and employees may begin to lose heart, questioning whether the fight is worth the cost. Key talent may depart for more stable opportunities, investors may lose confidence, and the company's reputation may suffer, making it harder to attract new customers and partners. Similarly, a company that has been pursuing a major acquisition or strategic partnership may find its efforts stymied by lengthy negotiations, due diligence processes, and regulatory hurdles. As the deal drags on, the initial excitement and momentum may give way to frustration and fatigue, sapping the energy and focus of the team. Competitors may seize the opportunity to poach customers or talent while the market moves on, rendering the original rationale for the deal obsolete. To avoid these pitfalls, Sun Tzu's wisdom suggests that leaders must be strategic and disciplined in their approach to conflict. They must have a clear understanding of their objectives, a realistic assessment of their capabilities, and a willingness to adapt their tactics. As circumstances change, they must also be attuned to the morale and well-being of their teams, providing the support, resources, and inspiration needed to sustain a long and difficult campaign. This might involve breaking a larger conflict down into smaller, more manageable battles, each with its own clear goals and metrics for success. It might mean investing in training, development, and team-building activities to keep employees engaged and motivated. It might also require a willingness to cut losses and change course when a particular strategy or approach is no longer yielding results. Ultimately, Sun Tzu's insight reminds us that in both war and business, the key to victory lies not just in the strength of one's weapons or the size of one's army, but in the ability to maintain focus, energy, and adaptability in the face of prolonged adversity. By understanding the psychological and practical challenges of extended conflict and developing strategies to mitigate their impact, leaders can position their organizations for success in even the most difficult and demanding circumstances. In today's fast-paced and fiercely competitive business landscape, this principle is more relevant than ever. With the rapid pace of technological change, the globalization of markets, and the increasing complexity of stakeholder demands, companies must be able to navigate extended periods of uncertainty and disruption without losing sight of their core mission and values. Those that can maintain their ardor and agility in the face of prolonged challenges will be best positioned to seize opportunities, drive innovation, and create lasting value for their customers, employees, and shareholders.